And we're on. Today I'm talking about my review of the Ralph Bakshi book called Unfiltered, the complete Ralph Bakshi. Just the other day I bought 2 of his cartoon cells, and thanks to Victoria Udis Bakshi, she gave me this for free, and thank you. It's a fantastic book. I'm a big fan of Ralph, and I remember being introduced to Ralph at an exhibition at the Museum of Contemporary Art here in Sydney called Kaboom, which was curated by Philip Brophy back in 1994. And I remember I spent 5 sessions in the individual sessions there. Once I took a girl there for a date, and then I also jigged the swimming carnival for my last graduation year. So a lot of good times were spent there, and that's when I got introduced to his films like Coonskin, as well as mainstream films that I knew, like Cool World and Fritz the Cat. So he's given me this book. She's given me this book on behalf of him, and he's also signed it, as you can see there. There's a little bit of a signature there. He's put a little eye motif in the dot there. It's a fantastic book. It tells you about the whole history of his work, okay? Now, this goes from the start. It tells you what kind of childhood he had. Here we're looking at the sketches here. I'm a big fan of Marigold, or more importantly, Miss America. I bought one of the cells of Coonskin, a very rare film. By rare, there's a better chance you'd get an original copy of Nirvana's Bleach than you would find a copy of this DVD. That's how rare this film is, okay? He's got a very graphic style. He's got a very X-rated style, but he proved his point to go past the likes of Disney, and for me, he's really made it as, you know, he's got my respect as an artist, speaking as an artist. Looking here at all the sketches here, before there was Eminem, before you had a white man speaking a black man's tongue, this guy did it. He is phenomenal. I can't stop talking praises about this guy. For a start, Coonskin needs to be released, okay? It needs to be released. We've put up with Eminem, we've put up with all this shit from, you know, now. There's nothing controversial that this film can't teach us, okay? This film really needs to be seen, okay? It needs to be seen to believed. You can see it on YouTube in little bits and really, these are the sketches from the movie. Over here is the character of The Godfather. Now, I just want to show you something. This is Pink Floyd's The Wall. Now, Pink Floyd's The Wall was designed by Gerald Scarfe, and you can see there's a few similarities in the character design of the judge and also the teacher, and if you cross-reference it with Bakshi's mobster Godfather character, they're very similar in the way the lesions and all the way the grotesqueness of it all. See if you can have a little bit of a squiz there. I like Gerald Scarfe's work, don't get me wrong. I think he's a fantastic artist, and as a young kid I loved to be scared. I wanted to watch the Wall, Pink Floyd's The Wall, but when you hear Gerald Scarfe in an interview, he doesn't have quite the same gravitas as Ralph Bakshi does. I like Ralph Bakshi. I like what he has to say, and I like what he paints. So he has 2 thumbs up from me, as opposed to Gerald Scarfe, who's very aloof in what he has to say. He doesn't pinpoint. He's not that passionate, in my opinion. Okay, this is here which bits and pieces of Miss America, the character of Miss America. And if you're listening, Ralph Bakshi Studios, can you please release more cells of Miss America? A very sexy woman, very sexy, but she's also very dangerous. And here is the one of the infamous scenes of the movie Coonskin. In my opinion, Coonskin, every scene is infamous. Okay, but if you're, you know, into the Jonas Brothers or very much whatever is mainstay, then don't watch the film. You got a right. It's not as if you're living in Guantanamo Bay and they tell you what to eat and what not to watch. So, yeah. And here are some of the characters here. boy fag. It's very interesting because most men these days have that haircut and dress up like it's metrosexual. Mind you, this is 1975, okay? But most men these days look it and dress it and sometimes act it, which is a bit scary if you are trying to be heterosexual but you're trying to be metrosexual. Fantastic. Here's the character of the bear. He was voiced by none other than the late Barry White. This is before South Park and Chef, okay? Big black men. Big naked black men. And here is a scene of Brother Rabbit. Now, he's voiced by Philip Michael Thomas. You may remember him as the black partner to Don Johnson's character. Tuckett, was it Tuckett and Hobbs? Crockett and Tubbs of Miami Vice, the original series. He voiced the character of Brother Rabbit. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now, fantastic. And the book not just talks about Coonskin, it talks about all the other bits and pieces like Wizards, Cool World, which is another seller book. Hey, Good Looking. I remember watching it on Channel 9 early in 1999, and they played it at 3 AM. It's like it's a half cartoon before Roger Rabbit, and they're playing on Channel 9. It's fantastic. Philip Michael Thomas also voiced the character of Boogaloo Jones in Hey Good Looking, so that's worth looking at also. Fire and Ice is another classic where he used rotoscoping. Now, for those in the know, rotoscoping has been brought back with Kanye West in one of his film clips, where I actually thought Ralph Bakshi was doing a film clip again, and he's brought it back. It was a throwback to his movie American Pop, and I thought, hey, he's working again. But no, it was directed by not Pharrell Williams, Hype Williams. Please get back to me. This is some of his work with John Cristofalusi of Red and Stimpy fame. So those in internet land, check out Ralph Bakshi. Here's Cool World, which got panned heavily by the critics. But then again, what do the critics know? Okay, we like to watch the films made by the filmmakers, not by the critics. Name me a film that was made by a critic that was worth, being celebrated. And here's some of Ralph's own individual artwork. A very talented man, and he's still going. So next time you get a chance, check out his artwork and his website at www.ralphbakshi.com, and drop him a line. He's got some fantastic artwork to sell, and he is a living legend. People like Quentin Tarantino sing his praises. He did the film clip to Harlem Shuffle by the Rolling Stones. He is part of history, and I think you should check it out. But then again, what would you know?